What's up YouTube, HPJ here, and I'm coming to you guys with my latest Harpie Lady deck profile for the month of April. Just awaiting the TCG ban list and what's going to be on it. So while I'm waiting for that, of course, time does not stop for that profile. So I'm really excited about this one. Let's get started. So, for my monster lineup, I'm running 3 copies each of Harpie Channeler, Harpie Perfumer, Harpie Oracle, Harpie Harpist. Then I'm running 2 copies of Harpie Lady 1, 1 Cyber Harpie Lady, 1 Harpie Dancer, Queen, and Sisters. And then the last monster to round off my deck, of course, is the Ash Blossom in the beautiful Joyous Springs. So that is it for my monster lineup. For the spells, I'll get to them in just a second. I'm running 3 copies of Hysteric Sign, 2 copies of Harpie's Hunting Ground, a copy of Elegant Egotist, 1 copy each of Harpie's Feather Rest, Alluring Mirror Split, Triangle Ecstasy Spark, and the Monster Reborn. That is it for all of my spells. On to my traps. And I'm running 1 set of Harpie's Feather Storm, 2 Hysteric Party, 1 Harpie Lady Elegance, and a set of Red Reboot. Alright, so that is my main deck for my extra. I'm running 1 copy of Harpie's Pet Phantasmal Dragon, 1 copy of Tornado Dragon, 2 Lightning Chidori, 1 Castell, the Sky Blaster Musketeer, 1 Ice Beast 05, 1 Abyss Dweller, what is his name? 1 Evil Swarm, Exciton Knight, I was really about to forget his name, 1 Gaga Cowboy, 1 Babuska, the Terribly Tired Tape Eater, and for my Link monsters, I'm running a set of Great Fly, 1 Firefighting Darumidal, and 1 Deco Talker. So that is pretty much it for both the main and the extra. So now I will go over each. Alright, so as we all know, the Harpie lineup is pretty self-explanatory. Just multiples of each. Primarily the bigger monsters that you want to get, of course, in the array of Harpie cards. But for the most part, Queen, Chandler, Dancer, Oracle, Harpist are all treated as Harpie Lady while they're become Harpie. Their names become Harpie Lady while they're filling the graveyard. So you get a lot of range and access to a lot of the cards in the game because of the fact that they are treated as Harpie Lady. The names become Harpie Lady, I'm sorry, thanks to the print of both Oracle and Perfumer and the reprint of Harpie Queen. That text now says that this card's name becomes Harpie Lady while they're filling the graveyard. I know I just repeated myself like 3 or 4 times, but just to get that clarification. Each Harpie Lady, of course, has their own unique ability attached to them. The first one, of course, that we'll talk about is, of course, Harpie Channeler. Discard a Harpie card from your hand, so summon a Harpie monster from your deck in defense position. If you control a Dragon-type monster, the level changes 4 to 7, so that gives you plays with rank 7 monsters. It gives you instant link 2 monsters. And there's a ton of potential with this card, of course, because she becomes Harpie Lady. Now, I think that's pretty much like the key point of the deck. Like she is your summoner monk for Harpie monsters, and simply just ditching a Harpie card to get such. And because of the recovery effects of Oracle's effect, you have Perfumer to search for things. You're pretty much set and done with Harpie Channeler. Next up is Perfumer. My reason for running 3 Perfumer is because it's simply just a card you need to get into to get a lot of your spells and traps. There are at least multiple of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards I'm running in this deck that are spells and traps that I can easily search for with the effects of both Harpie Perfumer and Harpie Oracle's effect. Oracle, unlike her sister Perfumer, has the ability to search your graveyard for a spell or trap card that specifically lists Harpie Lady Sisters in its text and add it to your hand. Unlike Perfumer, who when she's normal or special summon, you add a spell or trap card that lists Harpie Lady Sisters in its text from your deck to your hand. With Perfumer, if you control a level 5 or higher Harpie monster, you can add 2 of those cards, but they cannot share the same name. Oracle, when she's in the hand, if you control a level 5 or higher Harpie monster, you can special summon her from your hand. Then her effects will trigger during end phase to retrieve. So these 2 Harpie monsters just bring so much more versatility to the search effect that Harpies have. So much more accessible cards thanks to the 2 of them being in the deck. And there's literally, I think, only missing like 2 cards out of this 8 that we're running. And most of them are spells. But for the most part, you have a lot of versatility, you have a lot of utility, and you have a lot of benefits thanks to these 2 new Harpie monsters. And their abilities as well. So, as a Perfumer and Oracle, because I killed 2 birds with 1 stone, Harpie Perfumer has the ability, Harpie Harvest has the ability to search for a level 4 wingy beast with 15 or less attack and add it to your hand. So trust me, you have a ton of Harpie cards that can easily do that. Note that her effect is something that can only be done during the end phase unless she's in the graveyard during the end phase. Her other ability is that you can target one other wingy beast monster you control and one face-up monster your opponent controls, then she's normal summon and return those cards to hand. So with Harpie Dancer's effect, Harpie Conductor's effect, and hopefully we get Conductor soon in the CCG, you're really just benefiting from removal of monsters through ways that are not destruction, and it helps with clearing the board real easy. Especially when you need to just clear out a lot of cards that thankfully don't say destroy by card effect, because you're returning them to hand by card effect instead. And also be careful of things that say target, because a lot of cards are becoming immune to being targeted by card effects. Next up is the lovely Harpie Queen. And I'm only running 1 Harpie Queen because I have Perfume and Oracle to help with a lot of the other searching and retrieval effects. Mainly, her effect is you discard her to get Harpie's hunting ground. And because there really isn't much need for a 3rd queen, in my opinion, because you have all the others. I think most people run triple queen or double queen just because it's a 1900 attacker, which is not a bad thing. It's just I prefer to have my searching and retrieval through the cards that are doing it. Even though I have to wait to the end phase, it's perfectly fine. So that's the Harpie Queen. And then Harpie Dancer really just for the most part is an additional normal summon of a wind monster by returning a wind monster on your side of the field back to the owner's hand. I mean, it's alright. She's not as broken as she used to be. Primarily because of the fact that, there was decks back then with multiple back row. You wanted to get rid of floodgates and stuff like that. But in this current format, most of your floodgates are counter traps. Most of the things you have to worry about are hand traps. And Harpies have a way to deal with hand traps. It's just the whole dealing with counter traps and stuff, and you have to rely on a lot of secondary sources to deal with those. Because unfortunately, Dancer's effect plus Hunting Ground can't cut it anymore. But she still is probable for a lot of retrieval, a lot of return. Divine Venomous Valley is still a good option for her to get her additional effects going. So, before we move off of the monsters, of course, we have to talk about the Harpie Ladies in the deck. I'm running 2 Harpie Lady 1 because they get the additional attack power. And then Cyber Harpie Lady is my additional beater thanks to a lot of her just being Harpie Lady wherever she is. And that's the unique thing about these is that they're always treated as Harpie Lady wherever they are. So you can't run triple Harpie Lady 1 and then a Cyber Harpie because they're all treated as that one monster. The other effects can be negated. Whereas the Cyber Harpie doesn't have any additional effects. She's unaffected by a lot of things. It's just Harpie Lady 1 forever will be affected by it. Excuse me. And then, it sucks, but you'll have to wait. Like, she's literally the only Harpie in the deck that they're literally Harpie Lady no matter where they are. And then, of course, we got to talk about the Bang Mamma Jammas themselves. My favorite old school Harpie card, the Harpie Lady Sisters. So, thanks to updated text on Harpie Lady Sisters, um, you must first summon them through allegations, then you can produce other summoning methods to summon them as long as they don't go back to the deck. Otherwise, you need allegations to read off on your sisters being summoned, because they're technically the other summon target of Elegant Aegis. You can't summon them through Harpie. You can Harpie Chandler's effect, but you can summon them through other means of reincarnation, like Monster Reborn, Alluring Mirror, Split Secondary Effect, and so forth and so forth. But highest attacking Harpie Winged Beast in the game. Still the highest attacked Harpie Winged Beast in the game, because there's no one with 2,000, there's no one with 12 as its base. Everyone has to get powered up, and even then, still one of the strongest supporting Harpie monsters still, and glad to have a lot of support for her. I'm going to move on, of course, to my only hand trap in the deck, and that is my Ash Blossom and Joyous Springs. Primarily because of the fact that Ash Blossom is, like, you're going to see her everywhere because of the reprint, yes, and she still is a very amazing monster because she does a lot of things that, we can't deal with, cards that try to social summon, cards that, try to add stuff to the hand, cards try to add stuff either from the hand, from the deck, or from to the hand, from the grave. So she has a lot of utility there. I mean, you still can run your other hand traps, but I just prefer to run my Ash Blossom. Next up is Hysteric Sign. If you're not adding Elegant from your graveyard to your hand, or your deck to your hand, you're popping this with your Hunting Grounds effects. You can get 3 Harpie cards with a different name from each other. Yeah, it is very nice to see a lot of the new Harpie Lady support. It's very nice to see a lot of old Harpie Lady support get a lot of circulation. And just means more targets for Hysteric Sign and its ability. Note that you cannot pop this card and then try to search for Aegis in the same turn. If you summon Harpie Ladies, if you play Alien Aegis, if you search for Ego off of this, you can't pop this card in that same turn because they're all hard once per turn. And you only use the effect of the card once per turn, so you have to be very careful of that. Because yeah, a lot of cards. Excuse me. All right, I want to move on to Harpie's Hunting Ground. So pretty much whoever conducts the normal summon, or special summon of Harpie Lady or Harpie Lady Sister selects a card on the player selects a card on the field and sell a trap on the field and destroy it. With your Harpie card effects, you can easily destroy a lot of your own background. If needed, you can destroy this, retrieve it with Harpie Oracle, and then she can help you get a lot of that stuff going. Like, it's a lot of things with this card that makes Harpie so much fireable. Not equally as viable before. It's just that, it's one of those things that if it's the only card on the field, you have to blow it up. And it does become a problem sometimes, but that's Harpie for you. I'm gonna move over to Elegant Egotist. Of course, the special summon card of Harpies. You can get Harpie Lady 1, 2, 3, Harpie Lady Sisters, Cyber Harpie Lady. As long as there's a Harpie on the field, so this card can be activated. And trust me, there is a ton of them. I just showed through all. So. And you have a lot of ways to search for this. You have her old filtration from the graveyard, Hysteric Sign, and Harpie filtration bringing it from the deck. So you're not missing out on anything. The Harpie Feathered Rest is one of those cards a lot of people didn't like at first because it's a pot of apples. And it specifically sends 3 Harpie or Harpie Lady Sisters out to the deck, shuffle, draw 2, like Gazing Path. But you're forced to only summon wind monsters after you activated this card's effect and resolve. So there are great wind monsters in the lineups, but you gotta be willing to play them. Excuse me. Wait a turn. Let everything else go crazy, and then then you play your Feather Ass. Then you're forced to. Then you lock yourself in. You don't have to play it automatically. unless you have to. Even then, you have Gray Fly, you have Harpies Phantasmal, you have Tornado Dragon and stuff like that. So it's really nothing to be worried about. You're just pretty much powder averaging for cards. If you can draw a level 5 or higher Harpy monster, you can draw 2 instead of 1, as long as it was on the field during your resolution of this card, activating its effect. This is Harpie's Feather Rust, and of course you can search for it with Hysteric Sign. Harpie Oracle can retrieve it, Harpie Perfumer can grab it. Alluring Mirror Split is the next spell, and what this does is pretty much you can, whatever your Harpie Lady or sister is draw at battle, you start summoning a Harpie monster from your deck whose original name is different from the one that was destroyed. Then its last effect, of course, is if this card is destroyed by your Harpie card effect or your opponent's card effect, you set some Harpie monster from your graveyard to the field. So if you have a Harpie sisters in the grave, you can get them, Pet Dragon, stuff like that. With a lot of other cards, a lot of combinations, so you can pop stuff, get your monster field. Oh, and it's not a hard once per turn. You can use both effects in the same turn and benefit from them, which is fantastic. The next card we're going to talk about, of course, is we're moving to Triangle Ecstasy Spark, the signature attack card for the Harpie Lady Sisters. Harpie Lady, you need Harpie Lady Sisters in order for this card to activate. And its effects pretty much negates all your opponent's trap cards, which is great. They can't activate any trap cards to the end of the turn, so you have a lot of room mobility to a lot of things going on. Excuse me. Excess points of the Harpie Sisters is pretty much this makes them 27 attack when your opponent can't do anything with trap cards. Now, ways to work around this that I've been learning is if you play this first, then you play all your attack boosting cards over it, your Harpie Sisters will get stronger and stronger. They just have now a base of 2,700. It's something that a lot of players, I agree, this should have been corrected when Sisters of the Rose came out, because this got printed as a copy. As a comment in Sisters of the Rose. There's still a lot of problem-solving text that needs to be dealt with when it comes to the Harpie Lady Sister cards. Out of all of them, this is the most powerful because it shuts down your opponent's spells and traps. When your opponent's trap cards, it makes your Harpie Sisters a huge beater, and it's just like the back and forth. This here shuts your opponent down. Excuse me. Oracle can retrieve it from the grave, and Perfumer can search for it from the deck as one of her options. The Monster Reborn is here because I wanted to fit in Raigeki, I wanted to fit in Darkhold, I just couldn't in this variation because I wanted to put in the Ash Blossoms. Probably come back sooner or later, but yeah, there's my Monster Reborn. Alright, taking out Reborn, let's go on to the traps. Harpie's Featherstorm, of course, to negate the effects of your opponent's that your opponent's monster cards will have, and I really have to deal with so much stuff. As long as I control a Wind Beast, I can activate it. If I control a Harpie monster, I can activate this from my hand. The only downside to this card is if this card is destroyed by your opponent's card effect in the Cell Charge Zone, you can add Harpie's Featherduster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. And unfortunately, we don't have that in TCG, so that effect is null and void. The day that it does become fruition, I'm throwing a lot of cards in here to fit in, cards out to fit in Featherduster. But yeah, that is Featherstorm, a very awesome and unique trap to the Harpies. Speaking of awesome and unique traps, of course, we're going to talk about Hysteric Party. I don't understand why a lot of people are only bringing one of this, because this is pretty much your big win condition. And I don't care what Sun's variation of the deck it is. If you can discard one card system as many Harpie monsters to the field as possible, go for it. There's no stopping you, there's no limit into which, as long as you have enough room, Hysteric Party. And this is your push card, this is your power card, and I don't get the whole reasonable. Like, you want to see this as much as possible, but you don't want to see it too much, just run 2. And then you can have a whole lot of utility and a lot of utility setup. What's your power? Excuse me, don't mean to do that. Oh, the yawning, sorry. But yeah, this is our push card. This is one of our biggest pieces in our combo maker, and still understand why people are running 2 of it. Just makes no sense. I get the whole you don't want to draw into it as much, but if you need it, you better start drawing into it. Harpie Lady Elegance, the only trap card that Harpie Lady Sister cards can search for, because there's Harpie Lady Sister in this text, you can search for it off of Harpie's Hunting Ground, Hysteric Sign's effect, and I'm sure you guys will like to know a lot about this. So pretty much, it's a get out of Dodge free card. You swap out your Harpie Lady Sisters for a Harpie monster in your hand, Harpie monster in your graveyard, and Harpie monster in your deck. And if this card is destroyed by your Harpie card effect or your opponent's card effect, you add a Harpie monster from your deck to your hand. And I forget what the other stipulation is. Oh, it's like it's what is the effect again? Oh, you can only start summoning wind monsters this turn. It's similar to the effects of Harpies IRL, where you're forced to only summon wind monsters from your deck or activate the effects of wind cards. So it is very nice to play it as a one-of, just for like the gimmick factor. But if you need to destroy something, you destroy it, or you can pitch it with Harpie Channeler and be fine from there. That's pretty much why it's in the deck. The follow up behind that are the 3 red reboot, and that's pretty much just because I wanted a way to deal with counter traps. I don't really care too much about the life points unless the life points become poisoned or stuff like that. Then you have to deal with the effects of red reboot. Taking stuff out one card at a time. Excuse me. So I'm gonna move quickly through the extra deck. I didn't get the most point my toolbox for my Harpie or my Phantasmal, my Tornado, Chidori, Castel, and Ice Beast when it comes to the Exceed monsters for the Harpies. Chidori and Castel work similar, where they remove cards either sending into the deck thanks to Castel, or Chidori's putting a sad card that's on the field when he's summoned. Yeah, sad card your opponent has from on your field to the bottom of the deck, and then once you turn, detach a card, target a card, and send it to the top of the deck. Easy peasy. Castelson can either discard a material, put a card face down, or he can send it back to the deck by attaching 2. Zero Fine negates all your opponent's card effects on the field, and for each face-up card on the field when she activated her effect, both you and your opponent should gain 300 for each one, making her a powerhouse. Tornado Dragon can easily execute a lot of face-down cards, a lot of spells and traps you don't want to deal with, or spells and traps you want to have destroyed, like your Hysteric Sign. Harpie's Past Phantasmal Dragon, the Exceed version of the ever faithful servant to the Harpies. When it accumulates its effects, of course, it will attack your opponent directly, protect your Harpie monsters from being targeted or destroyed by card effects, and you certainly just feel the sense of utility that you get from these 5 cards. It's really great, really accessible, and some of my favorite combos have come off of using these cards as well. As I move on, Abyss Dweller is here to help deal with the graveyard effects that you don't want to deal with. A lot of Burning Abyss, a lot of Salamander, just shut them off as soon as possible. For widespread destruction, of course, is the Exciton Knight, which is still not too hard to pick up because there's so many multiple copies of it. Gaga Hellboy for the 800 points of burn damage, and Babushka for the stall out for the setup for a big combo or big push. Now, with that said and done, the Link monsters are as follow: 3 Great Fly for the additional attack boost and the recovery effect, and a great setup for wind. Daruma Doll to help deal with vanishing effects and sending cards back to the hand while he destroys a monster by battle, which is amazing. And Decal Talker, because I don't have Barrel Sword Dragons and stuff. Looking forward to see what those prices look like. But yeah, roundabout, this is pretty much my Link setup. It's nothing too big, nothing too small, nothing too fancy, just good combinations and stuff. So that brings me to the end of my video. I just want to apologize for all the yawning, because I normally don't do that during the video. So yeah, just trying to work that out. I'll have some more things up and running once the TCG Forbidden Limited List gets announced. The one thing I did want to state, like I said, I'm not running Dark Hole or Regeki in this variation. I can, because I side them in case I need them. But if you want to, go for it. Other than that, that is pretty much it for this video. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe because it helps me out tremendously. Hit the notification bell so you guys can be informed when I'm uploading or when I am live streaming. So thank you guys so much for your time. I hope you guys enjoy, and I will see you guys next time. HPJ signing out. Take care.